Let's look at the situation in West Asia. Iran will begin enriching uranium at higher levels than what was allowed under the 2015 deal. That's the message coming from Iran's President Hassan Rouhani.
از 16 تیر ما اقدام بعدی رو میکنیم. اگر میخواهید اظهار تأسف بکنید از همین حالا اظهار تأسف بفرمایید. اگر هم بناس بیانیه بدید از همین حالا بدید. 16 تیر ما سطح غنیسازی ما دیگر 3/67 نخواهد بود. ما این تعهد رو کنار میگذاریم. به هر مقداری که دلمون خواست، به هر مقداری که ضرورت ما بود، نیاز ما بود، این رو از 3/67 میبریم بالا. و بدونید از 16 تیر به بعد در زمینه راکتور عراق اگر به تمام تعهداتی که به ما کردید.
This is a strong statement. Iran's nuclear enrichment was limited to 3.67% under the 2015 deal. That level has been breached, and the Iranian government says that they can go to any extent they want to. Rouhani's announcement comes 2 days after Iran announced that it has exceeded the limit on its low-enriched uranium stockpiles. This has already created fears of escalation of tensions between the U.S. and Iran. The European co-signatories of the deal say that they are extremely concerned by Tehran's breach. Israel, for one, is adding fuel to the fire by saying that it is preparing for military confrontation now.
כשפגשתי אותו בדבוס, אמרתי לו שאני מתכוון לשלוח את אנשינו ללב טהרן ולהביא את הארכיון. הוא שאל אותי, האם זה מסוכן? אמרתי לו כך הוא שאל אותי, האם זה מסוכן? אמרתי לו שיש בזה סיכון לא מבוטל, אבל שהתוצאה מצדיקה את הסיכון. ולכן שהבאתי אליו, אחרי המבצע, לחדר הסגלגל בבית הלבן, את הממצאים העיקריים שחשפנו בארכיון, הוא כבר ידע במה מדובר. הוא הביע את הערכתו לתעוזה ולהישג, ואין לי שום ספק שזה סייע לאשרר את החלטתו לפרוש מההסכם המסוכן הזה. תודה רבה לכם.
אנחנו חייבים להיות ערוכים לכך, ולכן ישראל ממשיכה לשקוד על בניית עוצמתה הצבאית לכשתידרש לתרחישי הסלמה.
U.S. Iran tensions have escalated over the last month. Iran shot down a U.S. drone, and President Trump almost decided to launch airstrikes in retaliation. The U.S. also holds Iran responsible for the attacks on several oil tankers in the Gulf. Tehran maintains that it was not involved in these attacks. Now, Hassan Rouhani, the president of Iran, wants the U.S. to adopt a rational approach and return to the negotiating table. But Trump's policy is to maintain maximum pressure. The two sides look like parallel lines that would never have an intersection at this moment.
اگر خوبه همه باید متحد باشیم. به همون مقداری که ایران متحده شما متحد باشید. شما میگید الان ایران تعهدش از 100% رسیده مثلا به 98%. خیلی خوب.
Iran says that it's not in violation of the nuclear accord because it was the U.S. that first walked out of the deal. Tehran also says that it has no intent to develop nuclear weapons. So here is what Iran wants. Iran should be allowed to sell oil at levels that prevailed before the U.S. walked out of the nuclear deal. Iran's crude exports stand at 3 lakh barrels a day. That was the level in June. Last April, it was more than 2.5 million barrels per day. The U.S. restrictions have crippled Iran's economy, forcing them to retaliate. Meanwhile, the escalation of tensions between the U.S. and Iran continue to have a huge impact on the oil-importing countries of the world, like India. In an attempt to circumvent American sanctions, Iran's ambassador to India, Ali Chegeni, has said that Iran will provide, quote-unquote, affordability, accessibility and security energy to India. Iran says it believes that India will act in its national interest on the issue of oil imports and that Iran will be ready to protect India's energy security in return. Iran's envoy to India has also said that they consider India to be a friend, but he said the country will not force anyone to be its consumer. India says that its ties with Iran stand on their own and will not be influenced by ties with a third country. Very well. All said and done, the crisis between the U.S. and Iran threatens to go out of control. Donald Trump has said 2 days ago that Iran is playing with fire. Iran says that there will be a breach of the threshold for uranium enrichment. Things could go very fast between now and the 7th of July. Iran, the U.S. and the E3 nations, that is Britain, France and Germany, all have a big role to play in this, because any military confrontation in the region would not only destroy regional peace but also derail the global economy. It's a story we'll watch closely.